Good evening everyone and welcome to the biggest game in Sussex football. It's live from the American Express Community Stadium. It's Worthing versus Bognor Regis Town. It's the Rocks versus the Mackerel Men. The teams make their way out to the pitch and you can hear the excitement, you can hear the anticipation. And now we have the minute's applause for the Sussex FA chairman, Matthew Major, and the president of the Sussex FA, Les Kempster, both sadly passed away in recent weeks.
Lucky to have had Bridgman there in support to clear that away.
And at the other end, here's Bognor with the first chance to get a shot on goal. It is the first shot on goal. It's a tickler into the keeper's arms, but first test of the evening goes from the Bognor Regis number 9, Nathan Bognor. It's certainly quite a tall-looking Worthing lineup with the draft excluder underneath. It's Davies driving for the corner, it's just past the post. Bognor Regis Town go very close to taking the lead here.
Tillman had to be fully stretched there. I don't know whether he had that covered or not. Have a look at the replay here. He was aiming for that far bottom corner, just trying to curl it in. Didn't look like his arms were fully outstretched, but doesn't matter.
Let's call that 1-1 in terms of dubious free kicks on the edge of the area.
Absolutely, but just before that, the play, great footwork, and it's a ball in.
Beacons! Oh! Some of the crowd thought that was in.
I thought that was in, Dean. It was looking like it was begging to just ripple that left side netting.
Just went past the post when it looked like it was going to clip inside. And he was looking for it, you can see in his eyes. He's got one thought in his mind, is to go for goal.
Brilliant strike. Just tries curling it with his
and it
side
actually came
foot.
off the head of Rye into the side of the post.
Unlucky there, Worthing.
Well, Worthing yet to create an opportunity from open play, but Bognor might well do here. Lovely flick on, and Beresford's got on the outside. Bognor can set up for Gifford. He had to take a touch, this took him away from goal. Danger not over yet though. White's lurking at the back post. Wills has to get an important touch. Here's Dequois. Space on the far side for Bridgman if Bognor can switch play. Instead it's gone to the feet of Gifford, who looks to turn on the edge and get a shot away. Does get a shot, takes a deflection, just past the post. So close. Deflected off Davies. It was the shot from... It was Bridgman with the shot. I can't remember now who had the shot. Wills got the head away, set back by Dequois. It was Davies.
Brilliant work there, one-touch passing, lovely ball in.
Gifford there with a shot, takes a deflection off of Rye.
Calvin Davis with that fizzed pass in to Dan Gifford.
And this is underneath the keeper.
Tillman.
He's fumbled in and it's cleared off the line. First real questions asked of the young Worthing goalkeeper.
Starting to tense up here even more. Assistant referee's flag raised for offside, disappointingly, as that was a brilliant Bognor attack, Dean.
Well, that's where I think the first corner was meant to be aimed, just underneath that far post. Brilliant delivery. Once again, Calvin Davies at the heart of it. Whips it in with real pace and venom. Just sneaking in. Keeper coming up, getting originally to the ball, but it comes to the back of Blacken. Bognor Regis Town have hit the woodwork themselves.
The Rocks would have shaken the Mackerel Men here as they look to do so now. Bridgman.
Oh, just past the post again from Bridgman.
How have they not scored?
Had to score from there. What a chance that is for Bognor Regis Town. Bognor it was, being the defensive anchor in midfield, winning the ball high up. And once the ball broke to Bridgman on the edge of the tee, he took a touch to set himself. Rye went sliding, Tillman diving, full stretch to his right, but the ball past the post. Bognor Regis Town, another chance goes begging.
And of course, like you were saying, maybe it's the decision-making, the difference between the Isthmian.
The ball through, Bognor, he's got between the two defenders, the ball just bounces between his legs, but it's got Dequois on the outside. He decides not to use it, Bognor! Pushed away by Tillman and hacked cleared by Rye.
And that's quality from Tillman right there, diving down low to his left-hand side. We're just saying how Tillman hasn't really been tested, and so far he passed the test there after Bognoro's lovely left-footed strike.
But it's a wonderful ball.
Brilliant
Gifford
ball.
knew exactly where Bognor was, and Bognor dealt with the odd bouncing ball, got it out of his feet, worked the defenders, turned Racine on his left foot, strikes it, and there Tillman called into action. You'd say for the first real save he's had to make this evening.
First set of slips there of the second half, Dean. Of course, we saw quite
Wills
a few
wants it.
in the first half.
Behind, looks for the only crosser can be, was there lurking and waiting. Once again, dealt with and headed away by Blacken. That's an interesting play from Robson, gives it straight for Vidari. His shot blocked on the edge of the area. Good Bognor Regis Town guilty of overplaying. What a volley that is! Oh! So close to opening the scoring.
That's all it needs. That's all it needs for Worthing to wake up and score and get themselves in the lead. What a strike that was. So close, I think.
Suddenly we've got a game on.
We do, Dean, we do. We're crying out for it all first half. Although it was an entertaining game, it wasn't the most equal.
And here comes Odekanero on the other side into the box. Tries to drill it across the face of the 6-yard box. Danger on Lovier there. Set from the edge, it's blocked and it's going to sail into the crowd behind. But suddenly this game's end to end. This time it's Bognor Regis Town turn to attack and have a shot from the edge.
Really a good opening 5 minutes here. End-to-end stuff. Both sides getting in really dangerous positions.
Odekanero showing his foot, getting some space on the far side, getting past Colbrand, had the awareness to cut the ball back when needed. Strike from the edge of the area, blocked, and it's the first corner of the second half. Davies just getting the better of Wills and getting it back to Black. Here's Dockeril. Rowley trying to organise things from the back and manipulate his players into a good position, and Bognor have done really well to play their way out of danger there.
Just beating the press ever so well. Great work from Josh Dockeril
and
there.
Here's White in space on the halfway line, looks to slide the ball in behind. Here's Gifford into the box on his left foot, strikes for goal, hits the bar! Oh my life!
What a miss. What a goal that would have been.
Brilliant football from Bognor Regis Town, playing it out from the back, working it through the pitch, all the way to Gifford, works it onto his left foot, struck it from the edge of the area, and he's hit the top of the bar. Bognor Regis Town with the best chance of the game. It's fallen to their number 10, Dan Gifford.
Best passage of play so far we've seen in just under an hour here. Gets on his left, aims to the roof of the net, but the crossbar denies him. Once again, good defending there. White this time, and now he sets off Bridgman down the right-hand side. Odekanyero's in the centre.
Bridgman goes for goal alone, straight at the goalkeeper.
Straight at him once again, Dean.
Disappointing, they've got themselves in great opportunities on more than one occasion. This time it's Pearce,
distance.
Takes a deflection off the bar. Oh, it's the overhead kick clearance on the line from Robson.
My word, heart in mouth moment for Bognor there.
Danger not over yet though. Pearce once more. Lovely ball down the line. Chance into the box. Someone next, surely to square.
Surely.
And the back post. Oh, over the top. Joel Colbrand. Joel Colbrand had to score. Free at the back post.
On his weaker foot as well. Scored in this game last season at the Amex. Unable to do it this time. Once again, all coming from a free kick, Dean.
Well, Ollie Pearce, the architect, set his sights, delivered that with Fenimit, took that nick off the wall, wrong-footed the keeper, went off the bar. Brilliant overhead clearance from Robson. The danger wasn't over yet, though. The ball screaming to be cut across the face of the 6-yard box. Scott's the flick to Colbrand. The whole goal to aim for. Just fluffs his lines and hits it over the top. And that's why we're still goalless here at the American Express Community Stadium. The single finger up. What does that mean? We'll soon find out. It's clipped towards the penalty spot. There was no one in a red shirt there. Worthing maintain possession. Gemma might go for goal. Takes a deflection. Breaks back to Gemma. Strikes deflected. Keeper doesn't get there. Offside flag goes up.
Offside.
Worthing denied.
The celebrations cut short.
And there's cramp on the pitch now. There's two Bognor Regis Town players down. The referee's going to have a look. I think this came off a Bognor player. I think this goal's going to stand. But the referee is going to have a chat with his assistant, this near side, Adrian Harris.
Well, obviously no VAR. We are the only
offside, the verdict.
People in the ground who have got access to a replay.
Pearce, the man who was adjudged to be in an offside position. Worthing are going to make another change, but we'll just see this replay. And it's Beresford who's going to come off. A shot from Jammer, first one blocked. Second shot did come off Pearce last. He was in an offside position. Took an original deflection off the Bognor Regis Town man. And here's space on this near side. Colbrand up from the back. Colbrand looking to pass. It's down! It's going to be a penalty!
Like
the referee waves him up! Unbelievable!
That is controversial, Dean.
It was Miles Meekham's, I apologise not.
It was a push.
how the assistant on this near side, we are looking square on this. That is a nailed-on penalty. Marsby comes into the box, he's clearly shoved. It was outside the box, to be fair. Corner whipped in by Vincent towards the near post. The hands, it certainly hits the top of the hands, and his arms are out in a diving motion.
It hit the hand, but in my opinion, it wasn't a handball.
Both teams have managed to hit the woodwork, but so far neither goalkeeper has been tested. But maybe now there's a chance for a late winner, as it can be. Shots off the ball, he lays it across, maybe he's made the wrong challenge, but there's support coming. Driving into the area, it's not a penalty. The referee looks, and he points for a goal kick. Momentarily, the Worthing fans thought he pointed to the spot, but the palm was down, which indicates a goal kick. I can see by the expression on your face, you thought it was a penalty.
I did. From this view, the replay will be really interesting to look at. But my word, Dean, just hits the back of his heel. Great burst of pace there, taking it to the byline. And then it's another shove, another bit of obstruction. I do think, though, because it's getting late, maybe the fourth officials may just want to keep out of controversy, but if anything, with decisions like that, they're still inviting controversy upon them.
Odegaard works it to McCormick. A chance now for Bognor to win it! Oh, Tillman's there will make the save! Chances at both ends in stoppage time. It goes from end to end, and Tillman, the hero!
Wow, Dean, although this has been a very entertaining goalless game so far, the last 10 minutes have really sparked the atmosphere up. If there's a goal, although there's plenty more blue seats than fans, you'd still expect to hear a huge roar. Well, but what an ending here.
McCormick there, dribbling past players. As we count down the final seconds, we've played the additional 5. We're now in the lap of the gods. The referee's whistle, and a chance for one final Bognor Town attack. It's a deep cross, it's a long cross, it's straight out of play, and that's the last act of the game in this Sussex County Cup final. It's finished. Worthing 0, Bognor Town 0. It's been a game full of instant.
Ollie Pearce scored 3 times in this competition, once against Crowborough in the quarters and 2 against Lancing.
Pearce against Crowley. Worthing to take the early advantage, and saved by Matt Rowley, diving full stretch to his right. Advantage Bognor Regis, 1 penalty down. It's still goalless between the two teams.
Great save, Matt Rowley there, guesses the right way. Still had some good height on it though from Ollie Pearce. But it wasn't right into the roof of the net. Matt Rowley still had to stretch out his left hand.
Seeing it on replay, it was really central to the goalkeeper. Pearce will be disappointed with himself on that one. Keeper didn't have to do too much, but he had to do enough, and he did enough. And now it's the Bognor Town goals talisman, Nathan Odegaard from 12 yards, to give Bognor Town the advantage in the penalty shootout. Odegaard into the corner. Cooley does it from the Bognor Town number 9. Worthing 0, Bognor 1 in the penalty shootout. Calmness personified from Odegaard.
Same as Pearce, same way as Worthing's number 10. Worthing's goalkeeper going the opposite way to Matt Rowley, who's now up against
Joel Colbrand, who missed that gilt-edged opportunity from 6 yards when he blazed over the top. Will that be playing on his mind? Would it be playing on his mind that Rowley's already saved 1 penalty? Pressure on the Worthing number 2. Makes no mistake, keeper goes the wrong way. We're level to get up 1 apiece.
Rights his wrongs there, Joel Colbrand, with his favoured foot, smashing it into the left centre of the goal. Now Dan Gifford, who's had a great game, hasn't he, Dean?
He certainly has, particularly towards the end of the game, where he's had to hold the game up for his team. He's having a few words with Tillman. Bit of jabbering before the game, and it's into the roof of the net. The keeper dived, was never going to get there. And a little pat on the head of Tillman as well. Bognor Town 2-1 up. 2 penalties taken each, and now the responsibility is going to fall on Kane Wills as we see a replay of this smashing penalty from Dan Gifford.
Great strike that, forever rising. For a brief moment you thought it could have gone over, but when it just, you see it hit the centre of the roof of the net, brilliant pen.
Wills with a short run up, side foot into the net. Every Worthing player going to their left.
Now the substitute, Alinian, won't have the warmest of legs out of all the players on the pitch. Sometimes that can hinder you in a penalty shootout.
Kane Wills showing calm composure, and his team are under pressure and needing him to come up with the goods. How will Isaac Oleninian get on? Takes the shuffle to the side, a little shuffle step, and that is a perfect penalty into the corner. Nothing Tillman could do about it. He needed about another foot on his hands if he was going to get anything on that.
Brilliant height there from Linian. Tillman guessing the right way.
Brilliant penalty, Worthing 2, Bognor Regis Town 3.
Pressure here.
It's Ibi Akanbi. Felt he should have had a penalty towards the end of the game. Now he's got to score from 12 yards, a really short run up from him. Oh, off the other side of the bar. That is the cheekiest penalty I think I've ever seen. So relaxed, so calm, and such perfection.
Honestly, Dean, it felt like it took multiple rebounds from top to bottom before it even hit the back of the net. How often do you see that?
Off the underside of the bar, bounced on the line, off the underside of the bar and in. Worthing just about still alive.
Now Craig Robson to put Bognor one spot away from winning this competition.
Robson, purposeful and into the corner, just had too much power. Tillman went the right way, couldn't get near it. Worthing 3, Bognor Regis Town 4, one penalty left. It's sudden death.
Now Vincent has to score. One thing we can notice from our view, Dean, the tall figure of Rowley. He really does cover that goal, which would be so intimidating for a player like Vincent to come up and know you've got to hit the ball past him. When they're covering that goal, their arms up like his are now, makes it seem even unlikely for Vincent.
Vincent straight low down the middle, the keeper dived, he stood still, would have had an easy save, but it does come down to this final penalty. Worthing have done their bit, Vincent's done his bit to keep his side in it. Waited for the keeper to move, fired it down the middle.
It does seem, Dean, it's a bit of a banker to go down the middle. Every time you see a penalty shootout, you always think, why didn't you go down the middle? Of course.
McCormick now with a chance to become a hero and etch his name into Bognor folklore. McCormick against Tillman to win it over the top! Over the top from McCormick! Suddenly the Worthing fans have found their voice.
McCormick
lost his composure at the vital moment to win it for his team.
That's devastating for the substitute Joshua McCormick. You just see the red shirts rise up to the left of all the green on that West Stand in front of us, Dean.
Well, so many twists and turns. I thought that was going to be it, but now Mo Jummer has to score to... we're in sudden death. 4 apiece after 10. It's Jummer, the stutter, the step, the cypher into the corner. It's like he was having a little dance on his way to putting that one in the back of the net.
He was having a dance when he came on the pitch. He was brilliant when he was substituted on by Hinchelwood. And just as I was saying, players should go down the middle. Rowley, in fact, adopted that mindset. Stayed down the middle, allowing Jammer to do that little shimmy.
Gave him the eyes.
Slot it to the right.
Gave him the eyes. He was completely wrong-footed, the goalkeeper. Well, how much pressure on Figuera? Only just came on before the end of the 90. Figuera to keep Bognor in it, and he does. Low into the corner. 5 apiece, 6 penalties played. We continue.
Entertaining 90 minutes. Even more entertaining penalty shootout, Dean.
Well, that was not quite in the corner, but underneath the goalkeeper. Figuera doing his bit. It's Miles Meekums. He's just having a little conversation about where the ball was placed. Meekums in the same place once again. Low, hard penalties.
Now Josh Dockerill had a good game at full-back. Was integral in that part of play, a passage of play we saw from Bognor just before Dan Gifford struck the top of the crossbar.
Dockerill Just pats the ball as he puts it down. Doesn't look confident as he steps up to take this. Dockery for Bognor Regis Town. The keeper just momentarily looked like he was going to get there, but it was a perfect penalty into the corner. And we are level once more. Worthing 6, Bognor Regis Town 6. It just looked with that breath that the confidence wasn't quite there, but how wrong was I? That is the perfect penalty into the side of the net, just kissing the post.
Tillman will be frustrated with himself there, just not being able to save it, although it was a precise penalty. If Tillman was a couple inches taller, he'd have saved that.
Mo Dabry with the long run up, the stutter into the top corner. Suddenly Worthing have found their penalty form. They've hit some stunning penalties in this shootout.
Well, those two substitutes, Jammer and Dabra, came on and really changed the complexion of the game for Worthing. And there you see they're oozing with confidence. Little shimmies, the dances, before they strike and hit 2 brilliant penalties against Matt Rowley.
Well, one fullback scored, and Josh Dockrell. Now it's Joe Rabbit's turn. I'd say the 2 fullbacks have been brilliant for Bognor Regis Town. The whole backline, the whole 11 and subs have been brilliant for Bognor Regis Town. It's Rabbits with a run-up from the edge of the area. He meets business. Sends the keeper the wrong way. 7 apiece.
How you were wrong to say we're going to now see 10 penalties, Dean.
Absolutely. 16 and counting. It's brilliant. Nothing really can truly separate these 2 teams, it looks like. And I like that at the end. Rabbit's just getting the fans behind him. It's the chance of Joe Wright, the Worthing centre-back, into the top corner. That is unbelievable confidence to hit that penalty at this stage with that pressure.
He had a great game in centre-back Rye up against Odakanyero, had a lot to deal with and dealt with him well in that first half.
With the boozer ringing out from the Worthing fans, it's the Bognor Regis Town skipper Harvey White who's going to step up to level things. It's Worthing 8, Bognor Regis Town 7. It's the skipper stepping up from 12 yards. White, low save, Dominero, Worthing have won the county cup. Can you believe it?
What scenes we have here, Dean. 17-year-old William Tillman coming into the squad due to 2 keepers ahead of him, unable to play. That's what's so magical about this game, seeing stories like that, but this story is about Worthing. They finally get that Sussex
Look at
Cup
them now, just celebrating
victory.
around him. They're celebrating around him. They're absolutely enthralled for the youngster. There's a little bit of words from some of the Bognor players towards Tillman. Whilst the shootout was going on, he's the man that's come out with the last laugh with a winning penalty save. Harvey White didn't hit that penalty with much conviction, to be fair, but you still got to save it. You still got to guess the right way.
Absolutely, we've seen it in this penalty shootout already. If the keeper had guessed the right way, it would have been saved with ease. And that time, it was proved to be the case by youngster William Tillman. And although it's commiserations to Bognor, they played a fantastic game, were arguably the better of the 2. Actually, in fact, they were the better of the 2 throughout the 90 minutes.
Well,
that's
look at
what happens.
Tillman getting his congratulations from both sides, even from the Bognor Regis Town fans who are applauding their team's efforts, as they should do. It's been a cup final that has been played in brilliant spirit. Bognor Regis Town, certainly in the first half, they were the dominant force. The second half, a bit more even. Chances at both ends, some controversy towards the end. The lottery of the penalties fell Worthing's way. Bognor had the chance to win it, don't forget. The last penalty blazed over the top. At the end is Tillman, who's the hero, who's getting the plaudits on his debut. Worthing have won, and there's the embrace with his manager. Look what it means to him. Look what it means to his manager. David Rodari alongside Tillman. What a moment this is for the young lad. Worthing have won the Sussex County Cup.